Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to be discussing the Queen in Arc Raiders and what I think to be one of the easiest ways of taking her out whether you are solo or in a group. Now the most important thing about taking out the Queen is going to be your loadout. She's not easy, she is hard, but with a lot of explosive ammo, or launcher ammo rather, and the hull cracker, you will get it done. You want the hull cracker, and ideally I'd fill all this with explosive ammo and get a little bit more in there if you're solo. You're going to want a lot of ammo if you're solo. So I'm a little bit short here, but in the clip that I did, there was two of us with hull crackers with like over 200 ammo each, and we came out with plenty of ammo still as well. So it's about that there will probably be okay solo. I'd fill these slots with launcher ammo as well. I wouldn't recommend doing a solo. I would do it in a group because it's much easier in a group. I normally take in a hull cracker, I take in as much explosive rounds as I need, and then an anvil with some heavy ammo as well. I'll always use the tactical MK3 healing augment because this comes with free safe pockets but also free medical pockets, and what that enables me to do on the loadout is bring in plenty of heals, leaving space for some wolfpack grenades as well. So I take in 10 bandages, I got 5 herbal, 5 normal there, and I've got 10 shield recharges as well, and at the minute I've only got 2 of the wolfpack grenades. I only just put this together for the video really, but if I had a third, I'd have a third wolfpack grenade as well. Now the wolfpack grenades are great against the Queen, but they're mainly there in case any arc disturb you as well. So while you're fighting the Queen, if anything turns up, you can use these to try and get rid of the arc quite quickly. But also a top tip, if you're in a position to have loads of wolfpack grenades, I believe about 17 of these is enough to take her down. With 17 of them, you could literally just keep on firing wolfpack grenades at the Queen for a nice easy kill. If you are in that position, you and your friend should take in a ton of these and just use them. Maybe take up the hull cracker and a little bit of ammo as a backup. But yeah, I'm sure I read 17 of these is enough to take the Queen down. It might be a little bit more though. I haven't done it that way. I've only ever done it this way personally. But yeah, that's the loadout that I'd use going on to take on the Queen. Now, if I was solo, depending on the map that I'd use, I might use a room and barricade doors and things like that, and have some traps for other players, because when you're fighting the Queen, the hardest thing ain't the Queen really, it's other players coming and aggroing you and not working with you but trying to kill you. But that's just how it is in this game. Now, just for those watching this and thinking, well, how do I get all of this stuff? The hull cracker, as you level up and go to a trader, you can buy a hull cracker once per day for 30,000. You can also get all of the launcher ammo here as well for the amount I got. I think I'd like to take in 250. So for 250, it's going to cost 150,000 coins. If I had another 2 stacks there, about 170, 180,000 as well. I want to take up to 300 of that. 300 of our solo is probably what I'd do if I was solo, to be honest with you. So that's how you get those. You can also buy the anvil from there if you want to as you level up. And if you go to your workshop and crafting station, if you've completed the quest line to unlock the hull cracker blueprint, you can unlock the hull cracker blueprint as well and just craft them whenever you want using those resources. But also from your grenade station, I do have the wolfpack grenade as well as a blueprint. So if I wanted to and I had all these resources, I could craft as many of these as I wanted to as well for really easy Queen encounters. Just throw a ton of these at the Queen and get it done very quickly. It's also an option if I wanted to, but that's again, I'm not showing you that in the clip because not everybody's going to have the blueprint and you'd have to go out and farm these. So these are a real high demand blueprint because of this method. By just crafting loads of these and using these against the Queen, it does make it very easy to kill her if you've got a ton of them. That's pretty much how you get the build together. It's an easy way to get the build together. It's just the expense. I didn't show you the tactical MK3, but if you go into your workshop again and go to Gearbench, I believe this is just a craftable as you level up. Sorry, this one here. I believe once you get to a certain level and you've got the Gearbench at a certain level, you can just craft this. And what I really like about it again is that not only does it come with free safe pockets for the loot at the end, I get the free augmented slots for heals, so I can put heals in there and have wolfpack grenades up here. It's got lots of heals, wolfpack grenades, lots of ammo, and I'm pretty much ready to go. And with it as well, you can have a medium shield on this augment, which is very handy. Now, you can't just fight the queen whenever you want. It's got to be the harvester event that you need to be active. I am going to discuss the full harvester event in detail in this video, not just how to kill the queen, but then how to do the harvester puzzle as well to get your your legendary blueprints. I'm a Division player. We talk exotics on that game. But yeah, you want the harvester event. The harvester event can happen on any single map. Okay, so we use Spaceport. Spaceport has a great location that the Harvester event spawns in that makes this quite easy. Dan Battlegrounds has quite a good location as well where you can take on the Harvester event and kill the Queen. Blue Gate, you're a little bit in the open on Blue Gate, but I reckon it'd be fine. There's probably some sort of cover you could find. But I'd highly recommend trying any, really. But if you want an easy one, I'm going to show you Spaceport. But again, without the Harvester event, you can't take on the Queen. So you got to wait for that. Have a little event icon next to it. There'll be a certain icon for the Harvester, but when you click on it, it will say Harvester here. So you'll know it's the event. And you get like an hour from when it starts to farm the Queen as much as you can in that hour. So on Spaceport, when it is the Harvester event, this is where the location is going to be, south of vehicle maintenance. You'll see the Arc Harvester icon. The Queen's going to be here. The Arc Harvester is going to be there. And you just want to head there. There's lots of buildings there as well for you to take cover in and take on the Queen. When you get to the location, you'll see the Harvester and you'll see the Queen. There's also going to be a lot of other Arc around, so be careful. Now, the Queen has a very distinctive eye on her that she uses to see you. If she's facing the other way, you know you're good. If she looks at you, she'll get angry and you'll know you're bad. So you want to find some good cover, but also just be careful of the Arc. You can see my friends that have came in with me, Wooly and Lady Rock took this on. It was only me and Wooly that came in with the hole cracker with explosive ammo. Lady Rock's very kind of early in the game. She just brought an anvil. She was kind of there just to help, really, with her anvil. She's shooting the anvil the whole entire time. And resurrectors if needed. But you can see that they're fighting a Rocketeer right now. There's chance of Rocketeers being around the area. There's chance of anything being around the area. So be very careful and just use your hole cracker if needed. It's going to take them down very, very easy, especially things like wasps and hornets and stuff. So your main priority when you get to the Queen is to find your cover. And I just ran to this building here. Now you got the big warehouse behind it'll work as well. But this building for me was perfect. As a team, maybe one or two people max in here, get other people in another building. But this building here had a front door to it, had a back door to it. I could use the building itself as cover and it worked really good. Now, once you've got the cover, the only threat really at this point is other players. So you got to be wary of them. We got left alone on this though, which was fantastic. And yeah, you just got to defend against her attacks. Now, the Queen has 2 attacks. She's going to fire rockets that are going off now. You'll know when the rockets go off, so just stand back. Make sure you're not near any doorway when the rockets go off and the building's going to take the damage. And she has like a laser. You'll see the laser come out of where her eye is. When you see the laser come out of where her eye is, that is very damaging, more so than the rockets. Rockets are quite easy to dodge when you're in a building, but the laser is going to burn you and kill you very, very quickly, sometimes even making it feel like a one-shot. So when you see that laser go off, just make sure there's something breaking the line of sight. Now, one bad thing about this building is that there are some windows, so depending on her positioning, she can fire the laser through the windows. So if you do use this building, take note of that, because if she's across from you from a window, you want to get out the building and then use the building as cover. She's there across the window now. I'm actually going to let you see this because I didn't realize this laser was going to come and get me. And it did, and I went on fire. So you got to be very careful with that. But now you know, and now I knew I didn't get hit by that again through a window. When she was across a window like that, I got out the building, just used the building as cover. But you are just literally using this building, firing a hole cracker at her. She does have weak spots, which are basically her legs. You can break the plating on her legs. And when you do break the plating on her legs, it will reveal some weak spots that you can destroy, which will make her slower and die a lot quicker. But at the same time, you don't have to do that. You can just shoot her in the face. It'll take more ammo to shoot her just in the face, but it still works. Just keep on shooting her wherever you want. As long as you're hitting her with that hole cracker constantly, throw your Wolfpack grenades that you've got as well. The Wolfpack grenades are going to do some good damage also. And yeah, just keep on going to your killer. Now she'll start smoking As she gets close, you can see we've done some good work to her legs here as well. Eventually, she's going to go on fire as well, though. Now, when she starts smoking, you know you're getting closer. When she goes on fire, you know it is very nearly done. If you are working with a team on the queen when she's on fire, I would definitely prioritize getting close to her. And what I mean by team, I mean other players, not just your squad. Sometimes on boss encounters like this, other players will come and help you, which is great. There's plenty of loot for everybody. But what happens when she dies is you got to be quick. So make sure you're close, because when you do kill her, you want to loot her. And this is why we've got this augment on. We've got 3 safe pockets now, so we're able to throw in 3 queen cores if we find them. So just loot her. There's lots of valuable loot in there. And yeah, she'll start dropping some loot on the way as well. You may have just noticed then I already had 2 queen cores on me. When you're destroying things like her legs and everything, the plates, they are searchable. So if you're in an opportunity where you can search them while you're fighting her, you might be able to pick up some queen cores during the fight as well. In this run, we were able to get out, well, we got 11 queen cores off of her. On the extraction, Lady Rock, who was holding 2 of them, one in a safe pocket, one in a bag, she died, so we lost 1, but we got 10 queen cores out of this 1 queen encounter. It was a very lucrative run, and it was very easy, to be honest with you. It was nice and easy from that location. It was the first ever queen encounter we've ever done. Going forward, we'll do it easier, and once we've got all 3 of us with hull crackers as well, it's going to be even easier. And we've got blueprints as well. We might even start using more wolf packs in the future, but it's not too bad at all. The hardest part about this, once you've got into it, is, like I said, other players coming a rat on you. But what about the harvester? So the harvester is the little building that is next to the queen. We never had time to search this on our queen kill, so I imagine the puzzle is still the same if you kill the queen first. But you can do the harvester puzzle without killing the queen. I'm going to explain how this works now. Now, if you get there, great. You don't really need like a huge loadout for this. I'd say smoke grenades are good. An LMG or a good weapon is good. You're going to need a decent weapon to take out some weak points at some point. But yeah, smoke grenades, heals, and just any loadout you want. Something with safe pockets again. Bring in 3 safe pockets. Basically, though, this will go on fire. After it's gone on fire, you can crack it open and you can get inside the harvester. And what you want to do is you want to breach all of the breachable items up on the top of level. Now, every time the fire goes off, there's 45 seconds before the fire is going to go off again. So you got to be careful with that. And I'm fully stacked into like speed on my breaching, which makes this a little bit more easier. We're also working as a group. Doing this solo is going to be much more difficult. Much more difficult. I'd highly recommend doing this puzzle in a group. But basically what we're doing when we're breaching here, you'll notice I'm not searching anything because we're looking for power cells. Now I just noticed the fire's about to go off. So when you hear the sound for the fire, make your way back to the exit and just sit on the rim. Remember, the queen is still about here. There could still be loads of arc around as well. This is why smoke grenades could be very, very good. If any arc do spot you while you're doing this, just throw a smoke grenade down. And if you do get any aggro from arc and get hurt by the fire or the arc, just heal. You can see one of the power cells is already on the floor there because Wooly has found one. And the idea is that you're going to get all 3 power cells found and laid on the floor. So just keep on breaching and keep on searching until you find all 3 of those power cells. And don't worry about the loot. At this point, you can search in here. It is very valuable loot, but we're going to discuss that at the end, because at the end, once you've completed this puzzle, you can come back and search all these and grab all of the loot out of these as well. But right now, all we're interested in is the power cells. And when you find a power cell, you won't be able to like search a container. It's just going to be like pick up. So you can see we've got another player here with us now, and this is going to be the biggest threat to you. This player actually gets us aggroed by the queen and we all die. So that is so annoying, and this is going to be the biggest problem you face when you're doing this. Other players, I advise you shoot on sight. But anyway, we went back in and we went again. So you got like an hour of the harvester event. So while it's on, you can keep on retrying. And you can see that I've just found one of the cells up top now. And we found all 3 at this point. So what we do once we found all 3, we just lay them on the floor and we'll wait for the next fire phase. We do this so that we've got the maximum time when we want to plant all 3 of these power cells, because what happens is when you find the power cells, you need to plant them. So we've just waited for a fire phase. We're going back in. They'll be laid out on the floor here. You'll see that we've got 3 of them. And what we're going to do now is put this into the central console. There's going to be 3 areas where we can interact. When we interact, it's going to open it up, and we're going to put the cells inside. There's a new mechanic at this point though, and rather than fire, there's electric. Don't be scared of the electric. The electric is going to shock you, but it's only going to take your armor. It's not going to take your health. So don't heal like with your shield or anything at this point, because you're going to get electrocuted a few times. Save your heals for now. Just focus on getting all 3 of the power cores in. Once you've done that, you're going to have weak spots that appear. I'm not sure how many there are in total, but you've got to destroy all of the weak spots. This is where an LMG like the Torrent would be very, very good. But we had level 4 kettles on us, so we got a kettle, we leveled it to level 4 and had lots of light ammo. Probably not the best gun to use, but there's 2 of us here, and I think we get it done in this clip. I don't think we fail it. If you fail it and you don't do it all time, what happens is at this point it'll go back on fire and it's gonna spit out the cells that you've just put in to the middle. But we did it in time, and instead you get these 3 lootable things that pop out, these pods. Now these pods are gonna have a chance of dropping legendary blueprints. You can see I just got a Jupiter one. There's also the equalizer one that you can get, so you're looking for legendary blueprints inside of these. So just search all 3 of them and you have a high chance of getting them. I get a second blueprint here. No, I don't. We only get the 1 blueprint on this run, unfortunately. I do have another clip though where we got a blueprint in every single one, which I'll show you in a moment. I got the Jupiter. I think I got 2 Jupiters and 1 equalizer, or it was 2 equalizers and 1 Jupiter. I forgot. But it's a high chance of those blueprints out of those pods, and if you've got them, you want to make sure you put them in your safe pocket. Now once you've done that, you shot all the weak spots and you've got your loot from the pods, this is where you can come up top now and loot everything that's in here. Lots of loot, and what you're looking for is the energy ammo. This energy ammo is worth a ton of money. It's also quite heavy as well, so if you came in with a hatch key, it's probably a good idea to find a hatch to get out, but try and get as much of this energy ammo as possible. One is that if you do craft a legendary weapon and you use the equalizer or you use the Jupiter, it needs this ammo. This is the ammo that it uses. But 2, if you don't have the ammo, this is, like I said, it costs a ton. I think it costs for 1 round from the trader 3,000 of your coins for 1 round. So I'd pick up as much of these energy clips as you can. I've not used it yet. I think these legendary weapons are great against Arc. I don't think they're great against players or anything like that. But yeah, loot as many energy clips as you can as well from this and get out. And that's it. That's basically the Harvester puzzle. That's how to kill the Queen, how to do the Harvester puzzle. I don't know if you kill the Queen first, whether you still got to do all these mechanics. I'm sure you do. And also, if you fail on the weak spot thing, again, what happens when you fail on the weak spot thing, you'll go on fire, you'll have to go back in, you have to put the energy cells in the middle again, and you'll have to keep on trying to shoot the weak spots out until you do it in time, which is why you want some good weapons to take out those weak spots, but also a group makes it easier as well. I think when we failed once, so it did have a sort of checkpoint at some point. It only spat 1 cell back out, so when we're back in and put the 1 cell back in, there wasn't as many weak points to do. I think that's happened before as well, but just keep on going until you get the 3 pods in the middle and you can grab your loot, and good luck on your blueprints. So here now is just a clip I mentioned where we got more blueprints. We had to deal with players on this one as well, which is why you can see the dead bodies in the middle. But here's the pods just opened. In this first pod here, I got a Jupiter blueprints, and then in the other 2 pods I got blueprints as well. This is the first time that we did one of these, and I thought it was just guaranteed. I think we just got the equalizer blueprint there, maybe. I know I got 2 of one and 1 of the other, and there's a Jupiter. So yeah, 2 Jupiter blueprints and 1 equalizer from 1 harvest event, which I thought was brilliant. So that can happen, but it's not guaranteed. These blueprints are not guaranteed. I believe the energy clip ammo is though, so you can always get that every single time. I do hope this video has been helpful. If it has been, please do give it a like, comment down below as well to support the video even more, and consider subscribing for more content. If you want to watch some more content right away, I do have an Arc Raiders playlist linked down in the video description, so go and check that out. But thanks so much for watching this, and until next time, take care.